Hello guys, Furfy's Loco here, and today I'll be showing you what I got for Christmas this year. So, first from my dad, I got N&M Minis. And Hershey Kisses Candy Cane Mint Candy. Also, a Baby Ball Pop, a Push Pop. The flavor of the Push Pop is cherry vanilla, and the Baby Ball Pop is strawberry watermelon. Also, I got some gum. Which is always handy, mainly when I'm at my job and I need something to chew. Mainly just for my job, mainly, you know what I mean, like something for my job to help keep me busy. Well, mainly just while I'm basically, in case you're wondering what I do at my job, I tape sand tubes together at a foundry. In case you wondered what I did. So, yeah, with the N&M Minis, which I'm not a big N&M's fan, but what I am going to do with these is pretty much bake these into cookies. Like, make some cookie dough and put them in it and make some M&M Minis cookies for a bake sale, because I like to bake. Also, like, the candy I got from my mom is a Reese's Pieces, which these will basically be the same thing. What I'm doing with the N&M Minis is I'll be baking these into cookies for a bake sale. Like, these two will be baked into cookies. Like, one batch will have N&M Minis, and the other batch will have Reese's Pieces in them. Yeah. Also, one other thing I got from my is this thing of Starburst. Oh yeah. Well, the good thing about these little candy canes is that you get like the little thing on it, like this tube thing. Well, I'll actually be using this for boilers, like whenever I have to scratch build a locomotive. Well, if I ever have to scratch build an engine. So, yeah. Also for my mom, I got this thing of Sweet Tarts. Yep. So I just had something in my throat, in case you wondered what the heck was. So, yep. Something. Now, this was an early Christmas gift from my mom. It is a thing I got from a bookstore, the Train Book. So there's Flying Scotsman, Mallard, Cock the North, and an H1 Atlantic. I'm not sure if that's an LBSC H1 Atlantic or an H2 Atlantic. Also, from my mom, I got two ornaments. One of a diesel. And one of a Hudson locomotive. Personally, I kind of wish that there were British train ornaments out there. Mainly because I mainly like British trains, which basically comparing American trains to British trains, British trains I like better. Mainly because I grew up with Thomas and Friends, which they used British locomotives. Well, about 90% of the locos that are in there are British. Some of the other ones are American based. So hopefully I could find some British train ornaments in the future. And I wonder if they make any British train ornaments. Correct me if I'm wrong, if they do make British train ornaments. So let me just get them out of the package. First one. There's also one thing I've noticed is that the bogies do move. I mean, personally, I think they should have just made them static, like not move at all. But I like how they made it so they would turn. Now on to the diesel. The diesel has knuckle couplers and the bogies move. It is a nice little feature that the bogies move. So let me just put this back in. Put it back in its package. Now that they're back in, time for like a couple other things. Like, also from my dad, I got a Roblox gift card so that way I could buy Robux. So, yep, and also in case you wonder, I do play Roblox, in case you wondered. Which, yep, I do like Roblox, even though most people probably don't like it, but personally, I like it. It's very fun. I mostly play the train games, but other times I like games that involve, like, railways. So, yep. Next from my dad is a Queer Minis Thomas. I've been wanting this for a while. So, yeah, the minis, I am missing some minis, by the way. In case you wonder who they are Graffiti Toby, the Insect Minis, the Pop-Up the set exclusives, the Power Ranger minis, the a good majority of the DC Super Friends minis. I'm trying to think of what else I'm missing. So, I think that's all that I'm missing. Also, I'm missing Shane. And then a couple of the 2018 minis. In case you're wondering that sound, it's the clock. Yeah. Probably should have taken it down and put it in that room over there. Mainly so I can film without it in. So, yeah, I probably should have done that. So, yeah, next thing I've got were 2 minis 3-packs. So, let me just get this one here open. Oops. So in this pack, basically you get like the Fantasy Rosie, which Rosie here is meant to be a Pegasus. Oh, other minis I am missing, like the Neon Glow minis and the other light up minis. Those are the other ones I'm missing. Notepad Sydney. Basically, Sydney just has some, like, drawings on it, like there are squares, triangles, face, stars, scribbles, squares, and like some loop and circles. And I would have loved if they put details on the back, but yep, you could probably, yes, that. And another Classics bell. I think this is my 3rd or 4th bell. I don't really know. And on to the other pack. A Classics Percy, which I think this is my 6th or 8th Percy. I don't really know of how many minis I have. Like, I might do, if I ever get 800 subscribers, a minis collection. Like, showing all my minis that I own. Which, if you guys think I should do that for my 800 subscriber special, let me know in the comments if I should do that or not. Oh, School Bus, Salty, and I'm just going to say it. School Bus, Salty, they should have used Birdie instead of Salty. Like, because Birdie's a bus, so it would have worked out perfectly. Like, they literally lost the opportunity to use Birdie for the school bus. And I know if they made, like, the camo Birdie, but personally, they should have swapped Birdie and Salty's roles around, like, Salty being in the camos range and Birdie being the bus, like, of the back to school minis range. Yeah. Also, other minis I am missing, which I just realized, like, some of the other 2018 ones. Well, some of them, like Shane. What I mentioned that earlier. Yeah. A Porter, Cyclops Porter, and there's, like, the one eye, if it can focus. And you can kind of still see the little eyes, like, of the mold where the eyes would be. So, yep, that's what came in those 3 packs. Let me just move them over there. Next are the light up. Well, these 3 packs were from my dad. I think I might forgot to mention that. So, next are the light up minis. So, the first pack you get Percy and Ben. So, and which these are nice, but the tanks are a little bit big because they do have to have the lights in. Belle and Flynn. They look really nice, I have to say. And I'm kind of just want to say it. The light up minis is like they're pretty much scraping the bottom of the barrel at this point. Yeah. I do like minis, they are fun to collect, but sometimes like, you know what I mean, like they just go too far with the many different types. Like they make so like there's personally with minis they should have just stuck with the classic items and not these other things like Graffiti, Robo, Dino, all those other little things. They should have just stuck with the classics. Let me know how you feel in the comments about the other ranges, like the things like I mentioned, like Robo, Dino, Spooky. Like, do you think they should have had other different ranges like Spooky, Dino, Robo, etc.? Or should they just stuck with all classics? Let me know in the comments. And in case you wonder what I meant by these lighting up. Yep, I do own the Thomas and Steven, which why I didn't get these along with it? I kind of didn't have much money, so I had to choose one. I might have to take the batteries out of these so that way they won't corrode. Oh, that reminds me of my little Thomas shrine. I will have to take out all the batteries and all the Trackmasters. That way they don't corrode. So I need to do that sometime. Along with these light ups. That way they won't corrode. Which does sound a little ridiculous, but let me just take out all the batteries like them not working, but yeah, pretty much corroded batteries kills a toy, unless you can fix it somehow. Also, one other early Christmas gift I got from my mom is an Apple Watch. Yeah. Yep, I forgot to mention, like, of the early Christmas gifts, like, when I mentioned this book. Yeah, I really just forgot about it, even though it's literally on my hand. Yeah, next thing I got from my mom is a Big Jigs pannier tank. So let me just get this open. Also, you get, like, I noticed with it that you get a couple pieces of track. Like a buffer stop and a small piece. Like, the short piece is really handy because I pretty much don't have many straights. Like, pretty much I don't have many straights. Like, it'll be helpful with straights. And another buffer, which is always nice because I kind of need more buffers. Like, I only own one buffer. So it's nice to have another buffer. Set of buffers, like, on one set, which is in the learning wooden railway range. So this pannier tank, which in fact is meant to represent duck, you know, it's a different type of pannier tank. Like it's the 16XX. It is still technically duck. So there are some other railway engines that are in big jigs, like there's some small 040 GWR engine by Brio, Lord of the Isles, and some other GWR engine. I pretty much collect anything like that's in Wooden Railway that's in pretty much anything that's Great Western Railway, because I do love the Great Western Railway. Like, it is my favorite. My favorite of the big four. Like the other, there's Southern, LNER, which stands for London Northeastern, LMS, which stands for London Midland Scottish. So yeah, also for this engine, if I can find a really beaten up Erdl duck, I'll probably take off the face and slap it on this one, like how Charles and Thomas did with his. And also, that isn't the only big jigs I own. I also own Bluebell. Yep, this Bluebell is kind of sloppily made. Like, the body isn't straight. Yeah, you can kind of tell. And there's a bit of excess glue right near the smoke box. And if the problem with Blue, mainly just like the smoke box front part is like a bit big, like the whole boiler is a bit too big. Which is the only problem with this model. Like, the boiler is just too big. Yeah. In case you're wondering where I got Bluebell, I got Bluebell from a Doubt Thomas event. Like, basically, I went up to, Wisconsin to see Dwight D. Eisenhower with my dad. I got this from a Doubt Thomas event that was there, up there. Oh, like a few minis. Yep, I'm really happy to have this pannier tank. And it's a bit wider than I expected. Like, I kind of expected it to be where my fingers are at to here. And yep, it does have like these wheels like with like the little chrome disc in it. Which I might go over it with some black paint to cover up these little things, these little chrome circles. Or I could just take them off and get a Wooden Railway chassis, like a knockoff Wooden Railway 6-wheel chassis. Which I've noticed on eBay I couldn't find any other knockoffs on there, like they all just vanished. Yeah, I was kind of looking for some for customizing, like to destroy for pieces for customs. Because even though knockoffs are cheaply made, the chassis, like some of the useful pieces like the chassis, are kind of still useful technically. So Also, from my dad, I got the last of, like, that big car lot I mentioned a couple of times. This is the last of it. Like, in this one, like, there's 5 mineral trucks. Then I have 5 mineral trucks, which I will be turning these into Farquhar quarry trucks, which I only have 5 Farquhar quarry trucks made, and I really want to make more of them. Because they look... Because, I don't know why, I just kind of want to make more Farquhar quarry trucks for my upcoming Thomas series. So that'll probably be another custom spotlight of the more of the other Farquhar quarry trucks. Also, I got these vans, these were originally, all these were originally blue, but the previous owner repainted them for some reason. I'll be repainting these in a gray, like, to match my other vans that I own. Which, in case you're wondering what I mean by that, these gray vans here, which I'll be basically turning those other 3 vans into these. That way they all match. And I might actually repaint the one at the back that's white, or I might just leave it the way it is. Because it looks nice the way it is. So, move these out of the way. Also, for my dad, I got this. I Love Toy Trains parts 1 through 6. Yep. In case I have something, like, when I need to watch something whenever I am on the go. Like, whenever I go place. Like, if I take another huge drive, like, that drive to that one big train show in St. Louis, I think that's where I was at. Correct me if I'm wrong. I basically ran out of stuff to watch on the way there. So, this is nice. This is nice to have. Plus, it looks kind of interesting. That's why I actually, well, hence the reason why I think he, yeah, well, it's basically the minis that Elfarby over there and this were, like, held back for Christmas. Like, it was his idea, and I actually kind of liked it because he mentioned that he didn't get me much for Christmas. So I kind of went with it, so, yeah. Next from my dad is the Hopeful Harvey, which the reason I got this is for this little back car, which I'll be taking it off the little chassis and making it into something for my HO layout. Like I was going to weather it up and have something for my HO layout. And also the little car he comes with will be repainted into a troublesome truck. Harvey here, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. So, let me just get Harvey opened. Got him. He's it now. I'll connect it, and there's this little load of branches, which will be probably, this might be helpful for my HO layout. Like if I were to ever have branches. Also, one thing of Harvey, which, and the problem with it is that his arm doesn't move all the way around, which is something Mattel should have done. But there is something where a couple people have actually modified so his arm would actually go all the way around. So with Harvey, I'll probably just take his face for a engine, and the rest I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with. Like, I might try making Normby from the Bluebell Railway. And also, Harvey has a little lamp at the back. Yeah, I'll probably try turning Harvey here into Normby. Or just some generic shunting engine. Oh, I've noticed that the little lining on one of his pistons is kind of faded. It wasn't put on properly. Yep. On the little crane here, which I might just take this top pull hook crane arm thing off and just build a little base for it and make it a little, like, put a little box on top here and make a little HO scale crane. Like a little crane for my HO layout. Yep, and this little thing does go in it. This little thing of branches. Does go in it. What? Oh. That was my Apple Watch. Ooh. Well, I did manage to get Harvey's crown all around, but unfortunately it kind of ruined it. Like it's all mangled. In the inside now. Yeah. So you don't have to do any modification, you just have to use a bit of force. Oh. And there. I was just curious of if it would work, and it kind of did. So, yeah. Also, the main thing if I got this, like this little thing, like, I'll probably just, depending if it's not actually on the chassis, I could just build a new base for it, and just, with cardboard, and just make a little wood chipper. I was just gonna weather this up and just have a little wood chipper that's on the HO layout. Yeah, and just take these wheels off. Like, probably use the little insides or other things. Yep. The truck will probably just become a stock standard troublesome truck. So, on to the other stuff I got. Just moving the garbage out of the way. There, I moved the trash out of the way. So, the other thing, which basically for my dad, I got this. A little microphone, which is made for the iPad. That way, my videos can actually have a better sounding quality. Oh. Yeah. I might actually redo my Tom's Friends audition video, like the one of like engines 1 through 11 for everyone. Like I'm actually redo it, but instead of like some of the other like engine 1 through 4. Well, 1 through 11. Sorry, I'm gonna say 1 through 11. I might do other characters. Instead. Oh. Yep. From my dad. He got me 2 Hot Wheels cases because, like, the Hot Wheels I own, like, they are, like, overflowing one of the cases. Yeah. Luckily, he got me 2 more. That way. They wouldn't, like, overflow. That mainly just the one that's starting to overflow. That way I have something else to put them in. And also from my brother and his girlfriend, he got me this little tripod stand, like a little iPad tripod mount adapter. That way I won't have to hold it all the time. And a tripod thing for it, which is very handy. Just moving some of the stuff out of the way. Oh, by the way, in case those that wonder, this thing does work. This little wood chipper thing, like it just goes along and this little thing moves. Well, other than that, I got 3 other adventures: Oliver, the Rainbow Thomas, and Lexi. So, starting off with Oliver. Here's Oliver. He does look similar to his Take and Play model, which I think the Take and Play Oliver is up to there. Let me just get it real quick. So, here's the Take and Play Oliver, like the modern Take and Play Oliver, and the newer Oliver, well, the Adventures Oliver. Basically, they're just the same thing, but new couplers. Yeah, I got Oliver because Oliver is one of my favorites, and I am collecting a lot of my favorites in certain ranges. Like, when certain other different Thomas ranges, I only limit myself to get my favorites. So, yeah, let me just put the Oliver back in case you wonder. I do own the older Take-Along Oliver. Right here. His eyebrows are gone, but I don't really mind. Yeah, next, I'm gonna open up Lexi. Lexi is probably my only tender engine I have in the Adventures range at the moment. Oh, here's Lexi's face. The body. The little tender. Now, Lexi does have a couple problems. The problem being the tender, like her tender is, these things are meant to be circular, but on this version, like, they're ovals. Like, they're oval shaped instead of cylinders on the tender. Bit of a nitpick. And also one problem with Lexi is the chassis. The chassis, in fact, let me just get her unhooked from her tender. in fact, is just a width chassis just flipped. Don't believe me? Here's width. Well, technically it's the same molding, but they just added this. Is the cowcatcher is part of the mold, so it's technically not just entirely width chassis. They just reuse the tooling of it. And also, Lexi has triangular screws. Basically, if I ever get another Lexi, I'll probably take this one apart and just get one of the big wheels of it. Like, take one of the big wheels and put it on the back here to replace the smaller wheel. Mainly so it doesn't look weird with, like, 2 different sized wheels. Yeah, plus it just looks a little weird, and a little noticeable. So, yep. I do hope they get the Plarail push-along Lexi. Like the Plarail, like, ringing Lexi along with the Plarail Lexi, because Lexi is one of my favorites. So, yep. Now, next is the Rainbow Thomas. Now, the Rainbow Thomas 3s, I got this being, like, 1, it looks really nice. And 2, mainly, it's part of, like, the whole gay pride thing, which is, in fact, gay pride is something I support. In case those that wonder. Oh yeah, this is pretty much my 4th Thomas, like the other being the Talking Thomas. The classic, like the normal Thomas, and the one that's in the LBSC livery. So, yeah. And even though the Avengers have been replaced by Trackmaster Push-Along, which, you know, the Trackmaster Push-Along does look kind of terrible, but the only ones I'll probably get are Thomas and Rajiv. Well, Rajiv I'm taking the face from. And Thomas, he's just staying away, along with that new Thomas that's been announced, the, sorry, I had something in my throat again. That one, Special Agent Thomas, that's been announced. So, those will probably be the only ones I'll get. So, yeah, let me just get the garbage out of the way. Well, just the boxes. Next is something which is basically, it's an advent calendar, which is like 24 days late. Yeah, I'll probably do is open it up, take the minis from it, and just make it a custom advent calendar for next year. Or just get their advent calendar. Like, depending if they're doing a 2019 calendar. So, yeah, I might open this sometime. And there's all the box. Yeah, I might just open it up. sometime. Oh yeah. Last thing is, this is from my mom. It's a Bachmann Class 40. Let me just get the box. So yeah, a Bachmann Class 40 diesel. Let me just, there are these little box things, which, whoa. Yep. A Class 40 diesel engine by Bachmann, which, oh my god, this is a cool engine. And I'm not sure how strong it is. It has 2 sets of powered wheels. Like, the front bogies are powered. And this, in case you're wondering, is like this type of diesel. This is, in fact, just put it down. And also, there's these little things. Not sure what these are for. Also, some detail packs. Yeah, this is probably one of my nicer locos. In case you're wondering the price, because I chose this, it was about $98, which may sound steep at first, but these go for like $140. Yeah, you heard me, $140. And in case you're wondering if that's Diesel's prototype, this in fact is D261's prototype, like his basis. And I do have a face for him. Let me just get it. There he is with his face. I know the face isn't on correct. Let me just fix this. Now, the reason I kind of ask for is because I don't own many diesel. Oh, and one of the buffers is tilted. Yeah, actually, the reason I got me is, one, I don't own many diesels in HO. Like, if any British diesel, like, I mostly own steam engines. So, yeah, and in case you're wondering, D261 will layer on, like, in my series, along with Old Stuck Up and D199, will become members of the Northwestern Railway in my universe, like, later on in the future. Like, they would have been bought by a preservation group, but later on sold to them. And they will have names, like, D199 or Spam Cam will be given, well, and Old Stuck Up and Long D261 will probably have names like D199, like, yeah. So, I can't talk. So, Old Stuck Up and D199 don't have real names yet, which I might not give them the names they were given as, like, insult. Oh, and Class 40, in fact, has sprung buffers, which not many of my models have sprung buffers, like the N2, Murdoch, Bear, are some of the ones I can think of that have sprung buffers. So, yeah, Ben, in case you're wondering D261's name, in my Thomas series, like, he will, in fact, be given a name like D261 and Old Stuck Up. They don't have names yet. D199, the name I thought for him will be Andrew. In case you're wondering where the name came from, if you're a Thomas fan that's been around since, like, the early 2000s, you could probably guess why I named him that. So, yep, I'll probably just put him here. Just move the packaging out of the way. Oh, also there's the Collectors Club thing. Guarantee, like, thing. How class oriented. Basically a little sheet of how he works. If it can focus. So there's the part sheet of where all the pieces go. Just so you know what to do, like when you have to maintain an M. So yeah, I think these things were like to help protect the logo. And also, in case you're wondering what I meant of class for like him costing $98 of it sounding a little steep. Well, most of them I think they go for like $140, under $40 to $160 on eBay. Oh yeah. Also, if anyone knows what these bits are for, I think they were meant to be something. But I don't really know. So, yeah. So, put class 40 there. Put the detail pack in the truck, near the trucks. And on to the last item, items, which are a bit of a surprise, were very surprising to me. But let me just move some of the stuff back. Oh, these items were very surprising when I first saw them. Yeah, moving this out of the way. Now, when I first saw about them, like, these were very shocking to me. In case you're wondering what I got. This. An Xbox One. Like, I was not expecting an Xbox One at all. Personally, I probably would have expected, like, a Nintendo Switch. But, hey, Xbox One works. There's also headphones and another controller and some games. There's Ghostbusters, Crash Bandicoot, and a couple sports games, which personally, I don't care for sports games. Like, why do they exist? Like, I don't understand, like, if I couldn't walk or was paralyzed or something, but paralyzed from the waist down. But personally, I don't get the point of sports games. But if that's just me, like, I don't really care for sports games, like, at all. So, yeah, that's what I got for Christmas. So, yeah. So, this is Furfuse Loco signing off and wishing you a Merry Christmas.